Hi, everyone. So thoughts and emotions, what impact do they have on our manifestation, on when it comes to creating our goals? We've already recorded 2 videos in our manifestation process. And if you haven't seen them yet, please can you go back and watch them? So this video is more to recap how our thoughts and our emotions impact what we experience in our lives. And the way we really have to start thinking about it is the thoughts is the signal we send out to the universe, because remember, universe doesn't speak a human language. It speaks in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. And every thought, every emotion has its own energy. And the higher quality of thoughts we're thinking, meaning that the more positive, the more happier thoughts we have, the better we feel, and the more energy we radiate. And that means that we then attract experiences that match that energy. That's simple. It's just simple physics. So thoughts basically are the signals that we send out into the universe, and then emotion is what we attract back into our lives. And our thoughts drive our emotions, right? And our whole quality of our lives depends on quality of our thoughts. Therefore, how we think and how we feel is what creates our reality. So we went into greater details in the videos, and I will link those videos below again if you haven't seen them, but we just wanted to kind of recap and give you a little bit more, just give you a reminder and also a little bit more information on how the manifestation works.
And yes, and what I wanted to remind everybody in this recap is that at the beginning, we asked you to take a piece of paper, which is an edge technology, and write down the destination of where you want to go. And then beneath it has two opposing lists, which is connected to your emotion. The one is the first one is the supporting emotions, the excitement, the thrill, that everything that you see that destination lights up in you, freedom, creativity, whatever is connected with your success, those are positive emotion. And let's say our not supportive emotion is, I cannot get there. There is no promotion opened in my business right now. I don't know, overwhelmed. All of those emotions are going to be the ones that through this process, we're going to help you bridge, because the more we're going to have more more positive supporting emotion, the more we're going to bring that experience close to us. So in this recap, I wanted to remind everyone that this is not a still list, meaning that we ask of you to open that piece of paper, that page, go over it again. If during the process, because I'm sure maybe you are great manifestors and it's going to be like that, but for some, it's going to take some time. So through that time, take that piece of paper, look at your destination, feel if you have any new things to add to the support list, or if new unsupportive emotion actually you have been feeling them, so add them so we can work with you together on how to get more supportive and start eliminating. If you don't no longer feel unsupportive emotion, that's great to cross it off your list, because we're going somewhere. And this is your canvas. Those words you are writing, it's actually the more details that you can give it, the more you can feel it. That is the magic. And the practice is maybe simple, but your mind has to have something in front of it. This is through times we were actually introduced to numerous of techniques, like a wish board, that you would cut a piece of paper and you would tell your mind pictures to where you want to go, because this is how we actually tell in our minds how to navigate us there. So that piece of paper is actually your canvas. This is your drawing. The more details you can provide it, the more your heart would leap when you see it. You're actually getting closer.
Yeah, exactly. And this is not something you write once and then you forget about it. You know, it's something that you really should revisit. And one of the tips I shared with you in one of the previous videos, where when you write out your ways that you want to create. So for example, you want to have a job promotion with certain people reporting into you, salary to work at that company, whatever it is, as more specific as you can, and then summarize it. So put, like, let's say job like 10 miles from home. This is the position I want to hold. This is a salary, and summarize it into maybe 5 to 10 lines. And then every day either journal on these lines or visually connect with them. So for example, like I want a promotion to become a CEO of the company. So then you sit down and you write, what would it look like? What would you be wearing? Like, how would you be walking? What would you be eating and drinking? How would you be running the meetings? And really then connecting with the feeling, because feeling is really important while you are writing it. And also, like Sarit said, write down all of the unsupportive emotions, whatever it's coming up. I'm not there yet. I haven't studied hard enough. My kids are too young. My kids are too old, whatever that is. And then starts substituting those negative beliefs, because that's what's driving those emotions, with something that actually feels better. Why is it that you can do it? Why is it that you're going to be the most amazing CEO? Why is it that you're going to work, do your dream job and also have more free family time? So you can start playing with those ideas rather than focusing on how much time it's going to take, how much effort, even though you want it, but start asking yourselves different questions. Why am I going to be great as CEO? Why am I going to have more free time with my family? And play around with that.
But this is how we create. So even if you see people that actually looks like what you want to convey in the world, start pointing them out to your brain, because this is how you create. This is how you're telling yourself what is missing. So if you want to be more outgoing, more sharing at meetings, if you want to be more open to people and so on, we spoke about opportunities that are actually opening to us. And I used a very simple one, like asking somebody to lunch you never thought about it. So if you want to, for example, if you think that job would require you to be a more open person that people can talk to and so on. So by looking at the list, by looking at the opportunity, it would actually all make sense to you, because those opportunities and your thought are everything is connected. The more you look at the list, the more you look at the opportunities, the more of you drive your emotion, you would start creating a new person. Because the only way you can show up differently in the world is if you would thought about what kind of person you need to be, you will already be that person. But we're trying to create something new. So we have to draw new experience. We have to dive into our emotion. We actually have to think what we've been thinking about. That's like a sentence I really love. We have to think about what we're thinking about. Part of thinking about it's our emotions. This is how we drive that experience to us. And that piece of paper and reflecting upon it, and the new intuition voice that we ask you to start incrementing to that conversation you already have, by looking at the piece of paper, all the pieces of the puzzle will actually come together. And through this process, we will create a new person, the person that actually have the success that you wrote down on that piece of paper, that will drive the happiness, the security, whatever you're looking for.
Yeah, because remember, to create a new reality, we have to create a new personality, right? We can't, nobody can become a CEO, but think let's say an administrator, for example. Nothing is wrong with it, but this just requires that person to up level more. So then, like what Sarit said, maybe there's somebody you admire, maybe somebody you respect or look up to. So what is it? What qualities are you respecting them? What qualities in that person that draw you in? Because you can't see something in somebody if you don't see it within yourself. You just simply would not be open to it. So something within you that resonates with a certain qualities of a person. So can you add it more into your life? Like, a great example, like maybe that the job requires you to be more confident, more open. So which area in your life can you increase your confidence? Maybe speak up more, maybe just say, what is it that you want to say without trying to be nice and polite just to avoid confrontations. I'm not saying pick fight with everyone, but I think you see where I'm going with this. Start embodying these new qualities. And that list, as I said, it's not something, guys, you put away. You always want to work on it, journal it, or even just read it before going to bed. And I promise you, things will start unfolding in ways that you've never imagined. I've done this experiment myself. There's nothing we are teaching you here that we haven't personally have gone through. It's not something we've read. It's something we went through, we're working on, we've embodied, and that's why we're sharing it with you.
Lena, let's be honest, we are doing this again, and we need your co-creative abilities. So if you need anything from us, because 9 to 5 spirituality is something that we believe in, and we are currently co-creating it together with you, and we need your help. So write down in the comments, let us know what you need, because we believe this is a great help to a lot of people, and we wanted to reach a lot of people. And your feedback is really valuable to us. So you're struggling with something, or actually something awesome happened to you. So write in the comments so we would be able to know and to help you achieve your success. And another thing I wanted to say is that one thing that is actually worked for me is take a picture of that list that you have. I don't know if you feel comfortable or not, but make it your screensaver. Through everything that I went through, whenever I want to manifest something, I usually put it on my phone because I'm going there a million times. So even if it's not a list, that specific list, because you want it personal, pick a picture. For me, it's usually animals that represent where I want to go. It drives the emotion that I want, usually a lion, and put it on your phone. You got it with you all the time. Just by clicking it, you would get an instant rush of where you want to go.
Yeah, that's the great advice. And also, guys, check out our Instagram accounts. We have created Instagram account where we're uploading some tips, some motivational, some stories to help you through this process. We will be sharing. There's another technique that I am currently working with, which I think is absolutely incredible. I will share it on Instagram. And this process that we are teaching you here in terms of writing down your thoughts, where you want to go, connecting with emotions, it's also going to be there. So we are building it. Bear with us, but I think you will find some really awesome stuff there.
Great. So we can't wait to see your comments and to hear the amazing places that you achieved this week.
Yeah.
So just share it with us.
Yeah. And if you like the videos, always like, subscribe, share, and we'll see you soon.